Hi Capricorn, hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be your reading for the month of May. We do have a full moon lunar eclipse happening on May 15th. So shadow period is 3 days before, 3 days after. So May 12th to May 18th, you guys can work with the moon and do any of your full moon release ceremonies. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to my other channel, Self Mastery Mentor, and watch my videos on full moon release and the Ho'oponopono ceremony there. I may be giving out a worksheet on that other channel. We'll see. Depends if I get to it. But this is going to be transiting your 11th house. So this is about your friends, your networks, your social circles, your hopes, and your wishes. Anything 11th house matters. You guys can look that up if you want to go more into detail on that and see how it applies to you. And also things to do with Scorpio energy. So that is that is the deep, deep, deep energy. Go look up Scorpio, okay? That is Scorpios tend to hold on to things the most. They are one of the deepest signs. So look at where you're holding on to things, maybe things with yourself, things with other people, things in your friendships, things in your social circles, things that aren't serving you, and release those during this time. Because this is an eclipse, so it's going to be very powerful. I actually just got myself some moldavite. My sister and I did it. So when you get moldavite, right, that shit changes your life. And when you're in eclipse season, it really does. So if you guys are ready for some sort of change, major change, that is going to be a catalyst for you. Last time I got moldavite, my condo sold and I bought a new house within the same month of each other, like that. So yeah, you gotta be ready, okay? So we have a couple new crystals here. I have amethyst that I was given as a gift over the weekend, tangerine quartz, Lemurian quartz, emerald here, malachite, jade, and shungite elite. So these are my new sets of crystals, but we're going to be bringing in some abundance. We have the abundance candle, the little wealth jar that I have, and a lava candle. So let's jump in. Oh, your song that you got was Chain My Heart by Topic and BB Rexa. All right, we have expansion, 44, and healing. All right, Capricorn, you guys could be going through and divine masculine. So this could be more so touching with the masculine Capricorns or masculine energies, or just any of the feminine who sit in a more masculine energy or are connecting with their masculine energy. We all have female or feminine and masculine energy. So if you guys want to learn more about that, you can go to my other channel, Self Mastery Mentor, and watch the video there on masculine and feminine energy. All right, expansion. There's an expansion happening in your life that is going to be healing you in a very, very, very big way. This could have to do with your third eye chakra and could have to do with expanding your consciousness and your awareness much more. If you look at this, the person is there with all of the chakras, but where it's being expanded is in the third eye. Do you see that? That's where they're sitting here, and the expansion is here in the third eye. So I feel like you guys are going through a major, oh wow, look at this shit. Look. Oh my gosh, there's 3 cards that look exactly alike. That's funny. Okay, look. Boop. You see this? See how the little people are sitting here? And it's expanding at the top. Same thing. Expanding at the top. Purple again. And divine masculine expanding at the top. So Capricorn, you guys are going through, especially divine masculines, are going through a major, major, major consciousness expansion. Big. All right, what else do we have? If you are someone who's not very aware or not very awake or haven't really spent the time diving into that part of you, or that evolution of your consciousness, it can definitely, the card says opening to discover in spirit of gratitude. This is so funny. You can definitely get a little tripped up when you go on that journey. It is not easy, I will tell you that. Bringing yourself to a place of awareness, understanding things from different perspectives you've never seen before, expanding your consciousness in ways that are going to evolve you and heal you is not easy, because in order to go through healing, you have to go through the lesson in order to get to the healing, right? It's how it goes. So if you ever notice somebody who's very, very evolved, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, they got there through trial and error and through a lot of tough shit. So if you haven't done it, then you haven't gotten to that point yet, all right? So be a little bit aware of that. I feel like the universe is trying to help you discover something new. It's kind of trying to bring you into a new place. See how this has like the little key and it's like a new world in there? See that? It's trying to bring you into that. But again, it's like you need to get to the point of healing this and healing your own expansiveness before you can go into that new world, because it's right here, right? The world is in the palm of your hand. It's in the palm of your hand. You're going to be the one that's able to create that. But there's a little bit of an awakening that has to come into your life in regards to your gratitude and your consciousness. Awakening the genius right here. This is all about the expansion of your consciousness and your evolution. So when you do that, it's going to bring you into a very, very beautiful place of abundance and root you into a place of abundance, but you have to go through these lessons first. It's funny because the cards up here are dark and the cards down here are light. So these are purple and blue, which is your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, and your eyes, right? So you can see it, you can talk about it, but you're still evolving when it comes to the intuitive awareness of it, okay? That's where your evolution is. All right, what else do we have for Capricorn? Empathic starseed. Absorbing what's not yours, and you got the love, codependency, and boundaries. All right. And we have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life, and I'll get to that. And then we have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. All right. I'm seeing two things here, all right, where we had the codependency, the boundaries, and then we had the addiction and the loosening your grip. Capricorns naturally have a sense of control, right? They are the devil card at the end of the day, and devil represents everything in a toxic or extreme form. If you're evolved spiritually and have gone through this enlightenment, you can use your energy that you have in order to bring in major success, major abundance. But if you aren't aware of that, if you aren't aware of your energy, how you're projecting your energy, how you're giving your energy, how you're sorting through your energy, if you're not aware of that and you haven't gone through this expansion yet of healing that, then you're going to end up bringing a lot of that Capricornian energy in a not good way. All right, that's part of your evolution of understanding your energy. Everybody has different energy and every sign has different energy. So it's about mastering your element. You were brought on this life to be a Capricorn for a reason. Capricorns are a tough sign, all right? They're ruled by Saturn, all right? They're ruled by Saturn. So they're ruled by that hard work, grind, dedication, blah, 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 all that. But if you aren't mastering that Saturnian energy, it can actually become almost a burden to you because it can go in the wrong direction. You see what I'm saying? It's like there's a boundary here between it. And I think you're kind of learning your boundaries. You're learning how to master your energy in a place that's not toxic or hurtful or negative or any of the negative energy that your energy can bring. You're finding a way to temper that in a way that's going to be successful and powerful for you. So for example, Capricorns have a tendency to be controlling. They have a tendency to be dominating. They have a tendency to I'll find the card at some point. I'm sure it'll come out, but there's two people chained to the devil. So it's about that codependency. It's about that chain and that tie, right? When you can learn to break the chains of whatever it is that's keeping you addicted to something or thinking a certain way or being insecure or being negative or, just not being in the best form, period, not being in the best form, then you're able to kind of break out of that control that your own energy has over you. You guys have this very difficult energy and it's hard to master it. So don't get upset with yourself if you haven't gotten to a place yet of doing that. allow yourself to release whatever is not making you feel good, whatever is not making you feel happy, whatever is not bringing you abundance, anything, anyone, all right? Whether it's an activity, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a client, whether it's whatever, if it's not making you feel good and it's upsetting you, if it's bringing stress to your life or whatever, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. If you think you need it, right? If you think you need it, that is a form of codependency. That is part of your energy, right? That feeling and that need to be codependent to whatever it is. Even if something is like stressing us out or making us mad or not feeling good, you guys have this energy of, well, I gotta do it because I gotta do it and that's how it is and I just gotta steam through it and it doesn't really matter and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, no, that's really not how it works. That's how you think it works. That's not actually how it works. Because that right there is resistance. If something isn't feeling good, if something is causing problems, you feeling you need it is a codependency to you wanting that feeling, the addiction to that feeling, that's how it's always been, that's how it's always gonna be, and that's how it needs to be in order for me to get the success and have what I want. No. When you take your foot off the gas, right? When you take your foot off the gas and allow yourself to just like coast a little bit, allow this to kind of come back into balance. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. Hold on. Okay. When you allow it to just kind of like flow and get yourself into a state of flow, you release those chains and those shackles that your own energy has on you and that has on your belief system, okay? That's really what it comes down to. So when you learn to love yourself more and raise your vibration up, right, to a more positive energy, the opposite of your energy is kind of like the Gemini energy. That's the lover. So that's the devil in the highest form. So if you can kind of adopt a little of that energy, that's going to help you shift from this place of codependency to a place of being happy and moving into a state of flow. Now, here we have, I remember, okay, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. You can either control your own life or your life can control you, all right? You are either a victim of your circumstances or you are creating your reality. That's it. One or the other, you pick. If you think that, oh, everything's happening to me and things aren't working out because of this, that's just the negative energy that's pulling you down. If you think, okay, I have the power to create, I have the power to control my life in a good way, in a positive way, in a successful way, I'm gonna create that. I'm gonna do what I need to do in order to shift to that. I'm gonna come from a place of love, of growth, of success, of expansion, and not let lower vibrations get to me. That is you creating your life, right? That's you creating your fate. That's you creating what happens, not just waiting for things to happen to you. So you got to decide which way you're going to do it, all right? Now, this is the time for you to ask a question. These are angel answer cards, so these will give you an answer, hopefully, for whatever you are asking. All right, we have ask for help from others, success, and abundance. Let go. So you gotta let go of something, Capricorn. You gotta let go of something. It's probably that need to control that you guys have, or that need for things to happen the way you want them to, when you want them to, right? That's, again, when you're in a place of control and wanting everything to go your way, on your time, on your schedule, how you want, how you say, and this and that, you are controlling things in a not good way, all right? Control is not flow. Control is resistance. So if you're feeling resistance, it's probably because you're trying to control it. If you're feeling flow and things happening and things are easy, it's because you're not trying to control it. That's the difference in mastering your energy. All right, 21, magical crystal cave. Switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. Open your heart and spread unconditional love. I'm going to look at your gifts. We're going to see what your gifts are, because you had a card here about the empathic starseed. And now we have it here, bring your gifts forward. So you could be, if you're new to the spiritual journey, or you're new to this level of like healing, right? There's so much purple in this, which is all of the crown chakra energy. If you're new to spirituality and all this stuff, you may have no fucking idea what your gifts are. You may have no fucking idea. You may be at the very beginning, or at the place, right? If this is law of attraction to you and you're picking it up for the first time and you're looking at it and you're like, oh wow, this is so great. What do I do with this? You could be a little bit overwhelmed. I'll say that because you're going to be going through ups and downs and turns and all these different things in order to get where you're wanting to go. Doesn't mean the journey is going to be bad. It just means, you know, the journey can definitely take you in different directions. So we're going to look at your gifts and see what those gifts are. What are these gifts that we have? So we all have a career, right? We all have things that we do and that we do for work. Wow, it's so funny that I said that, because here's the Eight of Pentacles with work. But that doesn't mean that that's our destiny. It doesn't mean that that's our purpose or what's giving us fulfillment. If you actually take time to look at your birth chart, run your birth chart, you need the exact time you were born, the location. You can look it up on Astro Charts. I think it's like $20, $25, whatever, and you can print out your birth chart on Astro Charts. It's going to give you like a 20-page printout. It's fantastic. Find your north node. Wherever your north node is on your birth chart, the sign that your north node is in and the house that your north node is in, that's going to tell you where you're going karmically. So let's say you do X, Y, and Z for work, and that's what you're really good at, and you're very analytical about it, and it's very, you know, material, and it gives you the success that you want, but you're not feeling totally fulfilled in it. It's because there's part of your purpose that you haven't shifted into yet. So that's going to be the part that makes you happy, that makes you feel fulfilled, that makes you feel like you're giving back and giving success to others around you, right? When you are a starseed, when you have those empathic traits, and you're meant to do something more on a spiritual basis, which we are having. We had the Grand Awakening earlier in the month, last month, and a lot more people are coming to this place of evolution. So if you're just starting this journey, or you're new to this journey again, you're probably wondering why certain things don't feel the way they used to, or certain things don't feel as fulfilling or as good as they used to. And that's because there's this element you have to integrate into that. So for example, I work in commercial real estate, okay? I sell hotels, build hotels, do all that jazz. But my purpose, my north node, is Scorpio in the 11th house, which is all about death, rebirth, and transformation, right? Scorpio. And the 11th house is our friends and social circles. So it's kind of funny. Actually, the full moon lunar eclipse is Scorpio, and it's transiting your guys' 11th house. So it's kind of exactly where my north node placements are at, is exactly kind of the energy or the shift you guys are going through. So I'll give you guys a little help with that. When you go through a transit like that, it's going to be shifting your evolution, your spiritual evolution, a major change and rebirth in your friend circle, in your community, and the people you communicate with, have around you, the way that you bring change to those people. So that could be where you guys are actually experiencing a lot of change during this time. And I'm going to go back now to your north node. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around, but there's a lot of points here we're getting out. When it comes to your north node, let's say you're doing a very successful career, you like it, blah, 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 but you're not feeling fulfilled, but it pays the bills, whatever, right? That's everybody's story. So find that north node placement and integrate those lessons into that. What I did is I now have a couple YouTube channels, and I have events where I bring a community of people together, and I help condone change, positive change, transformation, spiritual transformation. I use my north node as part of my purpose, and I integrate that into also my business. So that's how I've been able to integrate the two, which bring me success, and same thing for you. So make sure you are doing that, because I feel like there's some sort of determination here in your work. But see, again, that's where the indifference is. King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, which is healing and spirituality. Woo! Look at this. Okay. This came out with a bang for sure. This came out with a bang. And it's funny because we have all four elements: fire, earth, water, air, and then here's you with spirituality. Yeah. I feel like your dedication to your work is what's leading and keeping you a little bit indifferent and where you're absorbing energy that's not yours. This is right underneath the empathic starseed card, which says energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, and there's the indifference. So it's like, yeah, you're very dedicated to what you do, you're dedicated to your success, but it's leaving you in a place of not being fully fulfilled. And that's kind of where you need to do the healing. So if you feel that you're a little bit codependent to that, or you're codependent to your abundance, maybe you're codependent to your work, you're codependent to whatever, there's some healing in your spiritual life and your spirituality that is going to shift you from this place of codependency or negativity to this place of abundance, unconditional love, success, and happiness. But it's tied to your healing and your spirituality. There could be a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius around you who could be... This is what we have. Just give me a second. I see a King of Swords and the Lovers here, which is Gemini energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So we have 10 of Cups here and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the card of abundance. It's also the card of money. It's also a card of commitment, all of that jazz in a bag. All right, we got abundance, abundance. Boop. Double abundance. And then we have 10 of Cups, home. And the Hierophant, which is about commitment, contracts, blessings, relationships, all of that. And the Lover's card, which is commitment. So I feel like you have a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that's kind of coming towards you to help you with whatever this is. All right? Whatever this is that you're looking to do or have, it's coming in. If this is a deal, if this is work, if this is money, if this is success, the person's coming in to help you solidify that commitment, solidify that deal, solidify that money. If it's a relationship, person's doing the same thing for you there. This person is coming in to help you with that. Three of Swords, Death card, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. You could have some sort of heartbreak in your energy regarding an ending. There could be some sort of clarity that came to you from someone about it. But all in all, that's underneath, so we're not going to look into that. Tell us about this Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, Lovers, and 10 of Cups. Tell us about this success coming into you, this abundance. And here is the Lover's card again. I feel like the Gemini, whoever this Gemini person is around you, Gemini or Pisces, this card was upside down, but I don't like to read reversals, but I feel like this person has a very different perspective on things than you do. I feel like they could be bringing you a lot of clarity when it comes to manifesting or what it is that you're creating. I feel like they could have a little bit more of an expansive understanding and perspective of things that you haven't got there yet. So remember how we said your energy is kind of the opposite of the Gemini energy, because they're the Lover's card, and then the Devil card, it's like the two people are chained, Adam and Eve are chained when it comes to the Capricorn energy, and the Lover's card, it's, Adam and Eve loving each other. So it's the difference in the energy. That person has a perspective, like we said, that's going to give you a lot of clarity, especially if it's in regard to some sort of mental conflict that you're having regarding your success or a relationship you're seeking. Not everything is totally revealed to you yet. I will tell you that with the Moon card here. There's some things the universe isn't giving you answers or clarity on because I don't think you're ready to receive it. You have to, in order to receive the clarity and the information that you need, you have to go through certain lessons and certain healing in order to get there. It's kind of like law of attraction and spirituality and all of that is kind of like a video game. It's like you go through these levels. You go through this lesson and then this lesson and then this lesson. And when you master that lesson and you actually utilize that lesson and apply it to your life, it actually brings success much quicker. And then you move into a state of flow because you realize that when you release resistance and you release control and you let go of having to have everything go your way, or feeling like tied to something or connected to something and like you don't have control over it, when you make that shift, like we said, there can be those little lessons and those bumps along the way, but when you realize that all of it is part of a lesson, an energetic lesson, it becomes much easier, because then you can learn how to do paradigm shifts, and you can shift from this mode to this mode to this mode to this mode, and know that every day you are consciously creating your reality. Every day. You want love, you want happiness, you want money, you want abundance. You gotta think about it. You gotta believe it. You gotta know it. You gotta trust it. If you're doubting it, if you're feeling like things are controlling you and your outside environment's controlling you, then that's what you're gonna get. All right. That's clarity that we have here. All right, we have the Seven of Swords over top of the Ace of Pentacles, Fool card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So you could need to be a little bit strategic about how you approach something or go after something, especially if it's in regards to your abundance. We have the Seven of Swords over top of that. So the Seven of Swords traditionally is someone who's trying to be sneaky and get away from things, get away with things. They have a very sneaky behavior. But because it landed over top of your abundance and the healing, I feel like it's almost you having to be strategic in the way that you approach something or go for something, especially if it's in regards to your abundance, a relationship, a commitment, or your deals or money at work, okay? Boom. You gotta be very strategic. We have the Lovers card underneath here again. So we have Gemini, Gemini, Gemini energy in here twice, and we have the Five of Cups on top of their energy. So I feel like this person could have some unhappiness in their energy that they're dealing with, whether they talk to you about it or not. I definitely feel like it's there. So maybe you, Tower card right here. So maybe if you open up about it and there you are, oh my gosh, okay, now I'm gonna show you, this is the perfect example. This is the perfect example. Do you see how, all right, this is the Lovers card. And here's your card. Do you see Capricorn and Gemini energy? You see how here everything's dark, everything's toxic, and people are tied, they're chained to the devil. They're chained to that toxicity, that codependency, that control, the fear, the illusion, the deceit. And the Gemini card, they're happy, it's colorful, it's beautiful, they're free, there's freedom here. There's two opposite energies. And this Gemini energy is here in your reading 3 times. So when we talk about this person has some unhappiness in their energy that they're dealing with. And I feel like if you were to talk to them about it, it's going to bring that out. What we had here was the Tower and the Five of Pentacles and your energy, and the Star card, Page of Cups. Sorry, my phone's going off. All right. Tower, Five of Pentacles, Devil card, Capricorn, Star card, Page of Cups, Hierophant, and the World. So there could be an apology you need to make to this person to heal the relationship and heal the connection, because we have the Hierophant card here next to them, and we have the Hierophant card here. So it's almost like you having to make that healing apology, all right, in order to bring this back full circle. Last thing Capricorn needs to know in order to get to this success and abundance. All right, Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, King of Swords again. This person is all up in your shit. Okay, here we go. And the Justice underneath, High Priestess. Try to resist feeling pessimistic. Remember how we said the devil energy can be anything negative or toxic? If you allow that negative energy to overconsume you, like, oh, things aren't working out, this isn't happening for me, blah, 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 you know, all that, you're just gonna manifest more of that. Remember, we manifest our emotions, we manifest our thoughts, we manifest all that. So make sure you resist being in a place of pessimism. That is naturally the Capricorn energy. I mean, it's seriously, that shit is so annoying. It's just like over and over and over and over again. But you gotta look at the bright side, okay? See how we said for you what you need to do in order to have the success come in? We have you resisting the Four of Cups, which is the pessimism. And then we have this, this King of Swords. Okay, again, I can't even hold all these, hold on. And he has the Four of Wands, which is the manifestation and the success. So he's holding the manifestation and the success and the abundance in his hands, but you need to make sure you resist the pessimism. It's like this person's in a high vibration and sees the success, sees the completion, sees the relationship, sees the manifestation, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. They're seeing the positive side of that, the beautiful side of that, but you're seeing this negative side. Remember, again, how we say the negative and the positive, right? They are the positive, you are the negative. You guys have that energy, and that can balance each other out, of course, but make sure you're not sucking from that positive energy, because you can bring that energy down pretty quick. And, you know, they can do everything they can to uplift you, but if you're not doing the work to try and see that perspective anyway, and you're sitting in this place, then you're constantly just taking other people's energy. And that's just a lesson of spirituality. That's a lesson of law of attraction. That's a lesson of understanding your consciousness and your levels of consciousness. So make sure you are working on your healing and your expansion of your awareness, okay? If you have a Libra around, this person definitely knows about whatever you're going through and that you're moving to a place of healing. I feel like they're definitely determined to talk with you and bring clarity to you in regards to your success. Last message that we have for Capricorn, and then we'll close it off with angel answers. All right. We had Six of Cups over top of the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. First of all, that's a lot of love, all right? Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups. It's a lot of love and a lot of success. And it fell out over top of this Gemini energy. So if this is a person around you, they're gonna help bring you to a place of happiness and abundance. Once you're in a place of happiness and abundance with yourself, and you're in the right vibration, you're in a high vibration, that is going to help you bring in your manifestations, and it's actually going to be what pushes you forward. You could try to come in and talk to a Virgo about some sort of mental conflict that's been going on. Not sure why that popped up. Yeah, you could. So we're going to leave that at that. And angel answers for you before we go. Take time out. Give yourself time to have fun. Positive changes are taking place. Be patient. All right? So focus on you. Be patient. Focus on your vibration. 3333 right there. Disassociate from anyone that's not feeling good. Whether that is friends, family, work, love, deals, money, success, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't feel good, if it's not making you happy, it's probably not for you, or it needs to have some sort of adjustment in its energy or in the approach of the energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.